Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, my guess has to be a word that is backwards. So sport backwards is drops. That's just given us the O and ruled out plenty of consonants. Now orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 of your guess, alphabetically. So that doesn't matter until after my guess. Let's try glove. Oh, that's not really helped at all. So the first letter is one of these 6. But apart from that, we haven't learnt a whole lot. And we're not going to learn much on this guess either, because these 3rd, 4th and 5th letters, we're not going to find out any hints about them. So, that second letter is getting more and more restrictive. Restricted, should I say. Because it has to come before an O, so it's not likely to be an A, for example. So the first letter, which is one of those, can't be the E, because we just ruled out the E. Oh, it could be the E. The grey E on the previous row just means that the last letter is not close to an E in the alphabet, but there still could be an E somewhere else. Oh, that messes with my head. Okay. Anyway, my point is that the first letter needs to be something that can come before something that comes before an O. So H, I, J, they're all pretty unlikely. If it starts with a D, what would the second letter be? I actually don't know. And similarly, if it starts with an F, which is the other option that I was considering. So maybe it starts with a Q. No, it can't start with a Q. That's foolish. I was thinking QUO, but of course the first letter is not allowed to be a Q anymore. This can't be an R, so it can't be irony. Could it be anything else that starts with an I? Not sure it can, you know. So if it starts with an E, what would that tell us? E blank O. Or D blank O. What starts E blank O? Or D blank O? Or F, H, or I at the start? Oh, I really don't know. Can't be a duplicated O, because we've ruled that out from the L on my previous guess. So what is this letter likely to be? A doesn't come before an O. B could be A, B, O at the start. No, it still can't be A, B, O at the start because that first letter cannot be an A. Oh. If it's a C in second, E, C, O? Don't think so. Or E, D, O? Can't even be something like geode, because we can't end in an E. What is this second letter likely to be? I would almost say ghost is quite likely, but it cannot be something like that. Or ghoul, but we can't start with the G. Blank I-O? Is that possible? Something like diode, but not quite diode? I don't know. Those first 2 letters are really restricted. DUO? Or something else UO? Or an X? EXO? That feels possible, but I don't know what the ending of the word would be. ECO also feels possible. But again, I cannot quite work out what the ending would be. Ecorn instead of acorn. It might be a case that I get it in 3, because as soon as I think of a word that fits, it'll be correct. But it also might not be. That first letter can only be one of those 6. And this letter can only be one of, I mean, still about 15 letters, but none of them really goes between that letter and an O. D-U-O? Duos? What would the end of that word be? H-U-O. H-A-O. Surely, if that first letter is a consonant, none of the consonants that we've got go together. So it would have to be a vowel in second, which can only be E or O, surely. E or U, sorry. Or is there a way to get 2 consonants at the start? Bearing in mind that this second letter can't be an F or an can't be an L or an R, which are quite common second letters. Can't even be a J. It can't be fjord. I don't know. I might have to give up on trying to guess a word that is actually plausible. The trouble is, if I'm wrong, I'm not going to learn anything. I'm going to rule out one possible option for the letter in second place, but I'm basically going to get so little information from this guess that it's just basically not going to help. What's this clue? So I'm not allowed to use 6 random letters on that row, and on this row I have to end LE, and we already know it doesn't end in an E. So basically, if I don't get it on these next 2 guesses, I'm going to have to wait till the end. But the trouble is, that means if I don't get it on this guess, I'm not going to learn anything. D-H-O? Is that a word? Oops, let's hope. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I feel like that is a fruit or a vegetable. That's why it's accepted it. It can't be right because it can't end in the E. Oh, apparently that's a word as well. But it's completely wrong, and we haven't learned anything except that second letter is not an H. Ah, that's frustrating. Oh, there is no H in the word either, so in fact that first letter is not an H either. So we did learn 2 things, but I don't think it's helped us at all. What else goes before an O? This is taking absolutely ages. I apologise, but I hope you're enjoying watching me struggle. E something O. That last letter is quite restricted as well, because it can't be close to the E in the alphabet because of the second guess. And we've also ruled out quite a few other letters. I was thinking E down or something along those lines, but that's clearly not a word. I might just have to go for something that's definitely not right just to get some more information. I was going to go for flown, but it can't, well, I'm trying to go for something that's not correct, but I want to at least learn something. Oh, let's just go for flown. The W's in the right place. Oh no, sorry. The rule for that row is that one tile in the row is a lie. It's probably that one, isn't it? There's probably no W. Right, so now I can't use 6 random letters. Oh, and the first letter still could be an F, because that could theoretically be the liar on that row. Okay, so we've absolutely not learned anything. But I definitely want to try an E in first place. What else do I want to try? Oh, I can't use the N. I wanted to test whether there was an N to see if this was telling the truth. I'm going to have to test whether there's a W then, aren't I? Let's just try elbow. Oh, I can't try elbow because I'm not allowed to try the E, the L. Oh, this is unraveling quickly. Okay. I don't know what to try. I definitely want to try a word that starts with E, F, I, or J. And I want to try a word that's got the W in it. And preferably an E. Can I think of a word that fits all of those criterias? Probably not. Jowl? Okay, let's just do jowls like that. Okay, so there is no W, so that was definitely the liar on that row. I've ruled out the first letter from being a J. Very helpful. So now we have to use LE in those two positions at the end. We know that there's an N somewhere. And it's not first. I still need to know if that first letter is D, E, F or I. I feel like it's going to be a vowel because of the O being in third. But the trouble is, I have to think of something that ends LE that's actually going to help. Let's just try fable. Okay, so we do have a B and an E and an N. It's going to be ebony. Wow. That took far too long. I mean, I'm happy that I succeeded. I kept up the 100% win rate on this device. But that wasn't a very good performance, was it? I feel like I should have got that a lot quicker. But I'm relieved to get there in the end. Let me know if you were screaming at the screen. I think if I'd stared at it for ages, for even longer, after my first 2 guesses, I would have got it eventually, and I'd got it in 3, because I didn't actually learn anything more. It was the first thing I thought of that worked. It just needed a few more hints before I came to that conclusion. Anyway, that's Fusele, just about. Thank you for sticking with me till the end if you got this far, and bye for now.